Grew up as a seaside town. I mean, when you look back to its Victorian heyday, it was the number one seaside destination for Northern Ireland, and it serviced not only Belfast but a lot of Northern Ireland. It was known, we've seen old Translink posters that call it the Brighton of Ireland, not just the Brighton of Northern Ireland. So that's kind of the vision that we're holding on to, is that Bangor has a very unique offer here in terms of its beautiful coastline, its stunning Victorian architecture, and the hinterland of parks and woodland and so on, that we think we can help Bangor to once again become a viable seaside town where its economy is based on its unique seaside location and its very strong rail links into into Belfast and international airports and so on.
Yes, there are empty shops. There will always be empty shops as things move and change in town centres. But for me, that's about potential. That's opening doors for other things to come in, other people to try things out and test things out and play around with these empty spaces and what they can actually do in it. And it's something that the last 12 months has really bubbled up to the surface, is that need for space outside, accessible public space, weatherproof public space as well, is what we've just been talking about. But also how, those sorts of indoor spaces can work better and, work more for us as well.
I think we're in the situation like every other town centre right across the UK. Retail is in a decline. But we, certainly in the Chamber and with Council helping, we're looking at re-identifying maybe residential opportunities within the town centre, which will revitalise. And as I say, with the Queen's Parade, there's a bit of retail in there, but there's also some entertainment, there's hotels. So it's about revitalising and getting people footfall into the town.
We've been involved through the Chamber of Commerce for a number of years in Queen's Parade, and I certainly think this is the closest that anyone's seen it come. The Department for Communities did a very good job in terms of getting the site ready for developers, and certainly the feeling we're getting from the developers is they're not going for some fancy pie in the sky plan. It seems to be a very well thought out plan, and bringing a very good mixed use development that takes into account a lot of the changes that we're going to see in town centres. I mean, town centres are not what they were, and I think if anything that the recent pandemic crisis has done is completely changed our approach to retail and town centres and what it is people are looking for. And I think Bangor's very well placed to take advantage of that. We've seen more and more people taking advantage of being out and doing things outside that they can take their own control of. So whether it's going for walks, runs, whether it's sea swimming, paddle boarding, all these things are great opportunities. And I think the development and the overall plans for the seafront and the coastal route in Bangor are going to take advantage of that.
Bangor Town Centre has a lot to offer. It's got a great catchment area. It's got a lot of people that are very loyal to a lot of shops. And High Street, if we go through High Street, there's a lot of shops there. I've been like myself, 34 years in business we are. Faraday Travel, 40 years, Cavan Can. You can go on and on and on. There's a lot of established shops in High Street. Main Street seems to chop and change because everybody identified Main Street as the main street in Bangor. But I did trade in Main Street, and really High Street, we do okay. We're a small family business. We work very hard at what we do, like a lot of people do. But I think for the future of Bangor, I just think you have to be optimistic. It's going to be good, I think, once we get back to some sort of normality, get over this pandemic and get back to trying to run our business the way we all do,